Flash.
Flash Gordon.
It saved every one of us.
I was thinking last night, is it the same colour as Flash Gordon?
Flash Gordon's alive! Well, sorry, there's an intro.
Start again.
Dan, what have you got in your hands? What are we testing?
I've got the Callaway Epic Flash.
We've gone Flash. So this is the new Callaway Epic. There's a Flash, just standard and a Sub-Zero. There'll be two videos. This is the Flash. We're going to start indoors. We're going to go out on the course as well, and we're going to present some numbers. So we're just going to present some numbers now. We've got some tech bit as well. Let's get epic flashing. First impressions of looks down by the ball, Danielson.
Very nice. Callaway always make a nice looking head, don't they? It's very similar to the old Epic, I would say, but it's just got a slightly different detail on it, but very nice first looks.
So Dan's going to collect his numbers first, and I'm going to collect some. We'll take you outside as well. First shots in. Oh, don't go 262. So sounds off the face, Callaway-esque in that carbon crown kind of stuff.
So interesting one with this.
Go on.
You know, Callaway, certainly the Epic and the Rogue that we've had before, it's almost a bit thuddy. You know, I've talked about that before. It's not tinny, it's thuddy. But this one is now moving a little bit further away from that thuddy and more into a sort of a tinning sound. So, not a bad sound, but certainly slightly different to the previous models.
Right, let's break down some of the tech. Let's see what Callaway say about the Epic Flash. See what all the new talk is about. So the big talking point is going to be the flash face on the Epic Flash drivers. So Callaway are using artificial intelligence. So they're using, if you like, a supercomputer, they call it, to simulate probably hundreds of thousands of strikes across the face to then get the computer to try and learn how to design a club face, which is obviously something that their engineers would have done in the past, collecting data from users, machine hits across the different faces, and then trying to maximize it for off-centered hits as well as centered. But the flash face is using the computer to generate the idea of how the face should look. And if you see the pictures of the face, we do get a dramatically different looking face. How much difference that will make in actual performance, well, we're going to see in this test today. But it's very much a unique way of designing the face, the classic part that the engineers have normally been kind of putting weight in the middle and then trying to keep it light, thick and thin. It's kind of a combination of thick and thin in different places, where we're seeing this kind of ripple effect of thick and thin now. So that's quite unique. Jailbreak technology is still in this club, and it's good to see that it is. It's something I've always been quite happy to see and saw some benefits when I was using Epic drivers. So we get these two bars from the bottom joining up to the top, so stabilizing the top and the bottom of the club head a little bit more. Again, all trying to maximize off-centered hits as well as centered hits for you to create more ball speed. The Epic Flash also has a new triaxial crown, again trying to redistribute weight from the top into more useful places to help you hit the ball a little bit further and hopefully keep it on line a bit more. And then we get the adjustability in the back of the Epic Flash with a 16-gram movable weight, which allows you to move it from the back into the heel into the toe, again giving you and the fitter a little bit of dialability on any kind of where you want your center of gravities on that head, reference to where you strike it. Also a little bit of shot shaping help as well. We also get the neck, changeable neck, which we've seen now for many generations. Again, giving you options of changing shafts. It comes with high quality shafts as well, and obviously all the custom fit options, but also dialing in lofts and lies. Always just try and help that fitter get a club that might dial into your game as much as possible. So the face is the new talking point. Supercomputers being used to develop the face.
Yeah.
Obviously we're not going to see, it's not a visual tech.
No.
I'm not sure if we're even going to feel it, as in maybe it's something over a period of a year or so that you might see the benefits. What do you think?
Well, they're saying they're getting a bit more ball speed out of it, I think, is what they're kind of coming up with this one.
Well, it's maximised by the computer, the face, to try and help hits across the face, isn't it? So it's rather than just using their simulated and player testing, they've run hundreds of thousands of tests, I guess, with this computer.
Yeah.
And the computer's learnt to design the face. It's like saying, well, look, people hit it here, it needs to be thicker here. But people also hit it here and they want more speech, it needs to be thinner here. There's almost like a ripple effect across it.
Well, a bit like similar to what you're seeing in these circles here. As the stone goes in, it's rippling out from there. That's what I kind of saw from the images that I saw.
Yeah.
Previously, they've gone from an X, haven't they? Like they've gone
correct.
firmer in the middle, and then as it sort of disperses out, as you get to the sort of more rigid part of the head, should we say, around the outside, then it starts to get a lot thinner. But I think here we're seeing different pockets of different thicknesses rippling throughout the face.
So we'll test and see. Testing for missed hits is something that isn't as obvious as you all think, which I will do a video on, even though if there are people saying they are testing for missed hits, they're not, which I'll explain later on. But if we see anything different with this face, obviously we'll show you it. Obviously we still see Jailbreak in this.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of technology that they feel has worked for their drivers in the past. And why would you then move away from that? I think if it's something that's been so popular and it's certainly helped with their ball speeds, then keep it in that range.
And the carbon crown, is that a good thing for you?
Yeah, I think it kind of identifies them, doesn't it? It's I think when you start to see this sort of carbon look on the back, you can see what they're trying to do is pull the weight obviously off the top of the crown, start manoeuvring it into different parts of the head. I think again it's more of a visual thing, but I like it. It frames the driver quite nicely.
And then you've got the Align grip on the back as well. Are you liking that? Show us the back of that grip, Daniel, son. So
Yeah,
you've got the Align.
so
It's like it almost feels like the old ribbing, doesn't it?
Well, it is, yeah. I mean, that's kind of where the Golf Pride have kind of gone back to, this MCC Align grip here, which allows you sort of to get your fingers in the right place.
And obviously, as the neck moves on these, what's unique with Callaway, like you said, is that isn't going to move, is it?
No, that's what I love about it, about these, and when you're doing fittings for people, because people change and swings change. It's always nice to be able to then manoeuvre the shaft to the position of where you kind of want it. So when I look down at being slightly OCD, when I look down at a shaft, I don't want to see that writing looking back at me.
Yeah.
So what happens is in this neck is you can manoeuvre everything around to manoeuvre the shaft to where you kind of want it, which works well with the Align grip.
Right, Dan's just finishing off with his numbers. Let's go out on the course and show you what happened when we took it out and there was bounce and wind and it was a little bit nippy. So Epic Flash to start. Let's see how it goes out on the course. How'd that feel?
Felt really good. That's nice.
How did the flash feel, Dan?
Felt absolutely superb off the club face. It was a really nice flight as well. It popped up nicely high in the air for me. So yeah, all in all, I hit a pretty straight shot. It was lovely.
So here's my Epic Flash. I hit this okay, just slightly down the right. Not my kind of world-beating strike, but decent. Yeah. And you've hit a great one. Dan's way down there in the middle. How did you feel you hit that? Good?
Struck it as well as I can hit it, really.
And that's gone as far as you would get down this hole with any club, almost,
any club.
Is it not?
Absolutely. With this cold weather we've got today, that's as long as I will come down here.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Very good. Right, this is the new par 5 here at Torquay. Doglegs round to the left. So what we're going to do with this club is we're going to go longest drive.
Okay.
And let's see if we can turn it a little bit right to left, because that will get it going round this tree a little bit. So it's shape, and you need to be giving it what for. Both of these shots we're going to be obviously keeping it in the standard setting will do all the work.
Okay.
Can you manoeuvre this one? So you start it out to the right. It's drawing back, but not loads. So you get 2 cracks of the whip, Dan.
Do I get another go?
You can have another go, so you can pick your best one.
Get a ball. Oh, you have to work it, don't you?
I think the wind is actually slightly off the left. Yeah, like that. That's going to be hard to beat, that one. You've nailed that, haven't you?
A little bit low in the face, but good.
Yeah, great shape. Love it. Right, you've hit that well, so we've got to draw it and give it some.
Yeah. So straight. Yeah. It's so straight.
Bottom straight. Hit it nice, it's just too straight.
Yeah.
We have to work a bit harder. healed it.
Is it Ely?
Yes, I didn't get actually.
So that is just a little bit right.
Cut.
Yeah. Straight and a cut.
I'm interested to see where my first one is in relationship to your turn one. Though.
Yeah.
Right, this is a win for Dan. This is his Flash Epic store, drawing round the corner. So a little bit of shape, but it shaped lots from where you started it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then mine is about the same distance, but I didn't get any shape. So I would say we're not far off the same here, apart from you won on the shape.
Yeah.
I would take both, but very good drive of yours, Dan.
Thank you.
So you felt like you could, I mean, I felt like I could move it. I just caught those two out the heel. I felt like I could do what I want with that club.
I felt like I could do whatever I wanted with that club. I think it's definitely a lot straighter from the beginning, as in, like, I do feel like you have to work them.
Right.
But I definitely feel like I can do what I want to do with that driver.
Yeah. So as expected, out on the course, it was nice, feeling that I felt like I could hit it whichever direction I wanted to. It sits really neutral. It does look Callaway lovely. I've always liked the look of their drivers, and this doesn't fail at all. The little green and white lipstick round the back, carbon top, straightness of the look as it goes down into the ball, and I like the little V on top. I've always liked the little V lineup kind of marker. It just looks neat and smart. So is Rogue continuing? Like, what happened there? Like, this driver to me feels a little bit like, so we had Epic, which was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a great driver.
Kind of did cause ripples, lots of pros, and like the women's tour just went all over it. And then we went Rogue, and I was expecting Epic, well, Flash when Rogue happened. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. Do you know what I mean?
There was like a little stopgap, and Rogue jumped in.
Yeah, but anyway, we're here now with the Flash. Looks wise, as good as Callaway get. It does make that lovely Callaway fuddier sound, which I like, from the carbon top.
Are you noticing any difference in that, let's say, compared to what, because you gamed the old Epic?
I'll hit a few more, but no, I think the main thing with this club is going to be the hidden tech, the computer design face. Will it make a difference over time? Everything else to me is feeling very much like what Epic did, and I'd say that's a good thing.
One thing I've always struggled with that particular head, the Epic, the standard Epic, should we say?
Yeah.
Is the little mark on the top. When I look down at it, it looks closer to the heel.
Bit Healy based, is it?
Does it look like that to you, or are you not noticing anything there? But it's almost like the top end is so bulbous, should we say?
I know what you're saying. And what's funny, so you've got your graphic on the face, which is there to try and tell you, like, it's doing nothing, it's there to try, it's actually more marketing. This is there to say, we're doing something in here that you can't see.
Yeah.
If I hit this driver, no other driver for a while, I used to wear out a little mark on my driver like you do with your wedges and stuff.
Yeah.
Mine's always there.
Yeah.
So I'm not actually hitting that, and if you look at that in relationship to the triangle.
Let's have a little look at that.
So I'm hitting it there.
Yeah.
Because that's where I'm getting the most speed out of it from my face to path deliveries and club head speed. Again, why you can't test for miss-hits. This is my centre. This is my hotspot. It's not the geometric centre. Anyone measuring from geometric centre doesn't understand, A, that sweet spot is dynamic. It moves as face to path deliveries move. And also, different parts of the face are moving at different speeds. This part is travelling faster than this part. Again, put in how you're releasing the club into that could be more noticeable not than other golfers.
Interesting, that.
So you can't, like, I could hit it 8mm toe, and tell you this club's really good at the toe, but that's one of my hot spots. That's more my, where I could hit it 4mm heel when it dropped way back, and then say, oh, actually it's really rubbish at the heel. But the next person who hits with a face open to a path, they're going to be hotter. Like Broadhurst, we filmed with Paul Broadhurst. He had a wear mark on his driver, and it was here. That's where his hottest spot of the face was, through delivery. So basically, if I'm going to hit a fade or a draw, I'm going to need to hit this club in a different position on the face to get the most out of it. Test that, you know, it's ridiculous. I'm loving the sound. I mean, I've always been a fan of Callaway drivers. I've gained one. This is feeling more epic. The flashness is about that kind of, you know, it's the tech that you can't see and we need to say something. Flash is a big word. I love the looks. The rail is good for people who want to dial in a little bit. Yeah. I think we should check these numbers out. Numbers time. Dan, you were carrying 258.
Yeah.
Longest was 263.
Got ya.
Shortest was 255, so relatively consistent hitting.
Yeah.
You were spinning at 2.3, averaging 2.3. Lowest spinning at 1.857.
Yeah.
You didn't get anything over 2.6. 2.694 was your highest.
That's low for me.
So as a, like the medium model, not the low spin model, it's kind of, they're edging down, aren't they? I always, when I used to test these clubs, I've done for 10 years, if you had two models, you were around 2.5 to 2.8 on the standard one.
Yeah.
Down to near 2,000 on the low spinner. These, it seems nowadays it's more like 2.6 to 2,000 on the low spinner for me, which I think is quite interesting. Launching at 14 degrees, peak heighting 36. Yeah, so good numbers. 2.63 your longest. So for me, my longest 2.63. I averaged 2.57 to your 2.58. So you were 1 yard on me. My shortest was 2.42. And if I take the 2.42 out, I go to 2.59, so again the same as you, one above you. So pretty good. 2.63 down to 2.42. What's interesting with the 2.42 actually, just quickly on strike, only 4 millimeters hill, 3 millimeters low, 7 millimeters from the center of the club. Yeah, I've got one here, shot 15, 23 millimeters toe, 10 millimeters high.
Yeah.
So high toe, massively high toe this shot. That one went 259. Test for miss hits there.
That's worth another video at some stage.
Yeah, we will do it because it's getting on my nerves. 33 millimeters away from geometric center.
Yeah.
Going much further than one that's only 7 millimeters away from geometric center. If anyone is feeding you miss-hit testing and stuff, they are getting it completely wrong, I promise you. And we'll do, it's just a bulky video, so I'm working on it. Again, I'm spinning at 2.4 to your 2.3. I'm launching at 12.5, you're launching at 14. I'm peak heighting at 2.5, at 32 to your 36. So you're definitely getting up, Dan, aren't you?
I am. Been working hard at that.
Nice to see. But yeah, again, I'm 1.45 on efficiency.
Yeah.
You're averaging 1.39. You have a lot still to give. So even though you should be getting more out of your club. Strike, strikey, strikey, strikey. Good numbers.
Very good.
A decent club.
Yeah.
I'm liking the Epic Flash. I think it will appeal to a lot of people. I'm happy we're back at Epic. Rogue, I'm sure, continues. They sometimes quite like 2 or 3 brands in their driver line, don't they? They do get a bit bulky in their driver lines. I think this club's going to appeal to a lot of people. Jailbreak, always happy that's there. I seem to like what it's done. Slide and wait for dialing it in. I think that's just a nice looking, good Callaway driver, don't you?
I agree with you.
There you go, post comments down below, let me know what you think. Is it one you will try or not? Callaway fan or not, in that comment section down below. Thanks for your time as always, Dan.
Thank you.
Flash! Ah! He saved every one of us!
I'm shutting this off now.